Hi there. This is Leslie Edwards Davis from the UAW UMass Health and Welfare Trust Fund, and we are live today with some amazing folks from UHS Acupuncture, Jana Lucier and Jack Radner. And I'm going to let them introduce themselves for a moment. Jack, do you want to start?
So I'm Jack Radner. I've been an acupuncturist for about 20 years, and for 16 or so of those years, I have been at Health Services on the UMass campus doing acupuncture with mostly grad students. And it's been great. You know, we see students from all over the place and with all sorts of conditions, and find it to be really useful. So I'll pass myself along to Jana here, and she can introduce herself.
Hi, I'm Jana Lucier, and I've been an acupuncturist for about 23 years, and I actually started the program at UHS 22 years ago, amazingly enough, and so grateful to still be there. Love to serve this population. Love to work with people from all over the world, and we do amazing work with people there, and we're available 4 days a week right now, Monday through Thursday. I'm there on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, and Jack is there on Mondays and Fridays.
We wanted to do this session today is to remind folks about this benefit. Some folks aren't aware of it, or maybe you're brand new to UMass, and we wanted to help orient you. So if one of you could just describe what the student health plan benefit is for acupuncture, that would be great.
I can take that one. By the way, I'm there on Thursdays and not Fridays. But so there's acupuncture at Health Services Monday through Thursday every week, all year round, actually, summers and winters as well. So the benefit for GO members and for the student health insurance plan is actually 20 visits of acupuncture every year. The year starts August 1st with no copay. So again, 20 visits with no copay and no referral necessary. It's as easy as making a phone call to the health services, asking for the whole body wellness clinic, which is downstairs in health services, or stopping in person and making an appointment. And like I said, it's super simple. There's no cost at all to students. It's been that way for a long time, and amazingly enough, people don't often know about it. So that's why we are here. It is not infrequent that we see somebody and they've been at the campus for 5 years and they're in their last year of a PhD and they just found out about acupuncture. So we're trying to stop that from happening, get people in the beginning of the program. But getting in at the end is better than not getting in at all.
What situation you might find yourself in when you would want to seek acupuncture?
Great question. Certainly the ubiquitous stress that often happens as a student, and that can show up in, I think, 3 primary ways that I've noticed about: headaches, neck and back aches, stomach aches, anxiety, depression. So those are a lot of what people walk in with, and we're really great at helping people have tools and skills to deal with those things, as well as to help their system remember how to be in a more relaxed, calm place, and to address some of those other issues more directly.
You kind of already described what it's like, what you can expect to find when you come to the clinic, but I'm just wondering what you can expect in terms of scheduling, wait times. Do people have to schedule their visits a certain number of days or weeks apart? Anything that people should know in that regard?
When you schedule your first appointment, we want you for an hour to an hour and a half. And then subsequent appointments are usually a half hour to 45 minutes to an hour. Depends on what's going on with you and how long we want you there for. So it can have that range. And oh gosh, I just had one of those moments where I forgot the second part of your question. So
do you have to space your appointments apart in any way?
We often see people every week for the first couple times we see somebody. So 2, 3, 4 weeks in a row is not uncommon. But then from there, we often spread things out. So again, it depends on what's going on. People come in to see us. I mean, Jana mentioned stress. Stress is everywhere and all over the place and affects people in all sorts of different ways. So depending on what's happening and how acute the situation is and how distressing the situation is, people might come in more frequently or less frequently. But we tend to start with weekly visits for a few weeks, and then maybe every other week or every few weeks. Students often spread the visits out somewhere like between 2 and 3 weeks, every 2 and 3 weeks, just to spread them out. Once people come in for acupuncture, they usually realize that it's a really nice thing to do. It's very relaxing, it's comfortable, it helps with whatever's going on. So they want to spread the visits out over the entire calendar year if possible, and that usually ends up being like 2 to 3 weeks. So that's typical. Some people come in once a month, some people come in for like a spurt of visits, every week, and then they don't come in for a long time, and then something else comes up and they come in. So it's really all over the place. But we're working with kind of why someone's coming in to see us, and then kind of budgeting those 20 visits over the year.
We have added, as part of our wellness reimbursement benefit, we've added acupuncture out-of-pocket costs as something that you can get reimbursed for under our 225 wellness reimbursement. So you won't be putting out anything out of pocket with those 20 visits that are covered under the student health plan. But if you find yourself paying out of pocket for acupuncture, you can submit those costs to us. If you need to add a visit that for some reason is beyond what's covered on your plan, or if you're one of the small number of grad employees who don't have the student health plan because they have other health insurance, but that insurance doesn't cover acupuncture, you could submit those costs to us and get reimbursed for them. We do see acupuncture as one of the tools in your toolbox for dealing with the entirety of your health and wellness. So we did want to add that to the costs that are eligible for reimbursement.
I'll just say it is just in terms of it being part of the toolbox of things that will help you deal with life and stress and different sorts of issues that come up as a grad student or as a student or as a grad employee. It's not that acupuncture is like, some people, can I do acupuncture and chiropractic, or can I do acupuncture and massage, or can I do acupuncture and physical therapy? And the answer is yes, yes, yes. I mean, you can do any of those things are useful, and some more useful for some people than others. But it's frequent that we see people who are seeing a therapist maybe on campus or off campus. They're doing acupuncture, they're doing some physical therapy for something. So it's not like you have to choose one of these services or another. It's really helpful to have input from different directions.
Yeah, and I wanted to add in there too that it's really great for us to be right at health services, because we work in conjunction with people too if they're also having Western medicine modalities that they're engaged with as well. And so it's a really great plan where we can, bring Eastern and Western together to serve the population. And that's a really beautiful thing. It's really great.
Really appreciate having you both here to walk us through acupuncture. It's available on campus. It's easy to access under your student health plan. It's reimbursable if you have costs associated with it. So definitely give a call over to UHS, schedule an appointment, see what it's all about, and go visit Jana and Jack. If you have any questions after the session, we'll put the contact information for UHS in the comments so that people can have it right there and connect with them. Thank you both so much.